What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, undefeated two-division world champion, superstar boxer, Shakur Stevenson, who is the reigning WBO super featherweight world champion, superstar boxer, Olympic silver medalist, heading into a massive unification showdown with undefeated two-division world champion Mexican superstar boxer Oscar Valdez, who is the reigning WBC super featherweight world champion. Shakur Stevenson is 17 wins, no losses, no draws, 9 wins by way of knockout, 24 years of age, 5'7" with a 68-inch arm reach. Okay, Oscar Valdez is 30 wins, no losses, no draw, 23 big wins by way of knockout, 31 years of age, 5'5" with a 66-inch arm reach. So Shakur Stevenson is about 5'8". So he's about 3 inches taller than Oscar Valdez. He has a 68-inch arm reach, 2-inch arm reach advantage over Oscar Valdez. And Oscar Valdez has nearly double the amount of fights as Shakur Stevenson and triple the amount of knockouts as Shakur Stevenson, okay? With that said, you know, he's 7 years older than Shakur Stevenson as well. This is a highly anticipated unification showdown. And I believe that this is one of the most anticipated fights of the year. This has been well anticipated in the making for quite some time, when they both was at 126 at the featherweight limit, okay, and definitely now at the super featherweight limit. It's anticipated. Oscar Valdez, he came up to 130. He challenged former, WBC reigning super featherweight world champion Mexican superstar boxer Miguel Berchelt. And Miguel Berchelt was the favorite going in the fight. Bigger guy, stronger guy, knockouts on a winning streak for years. He was the bigger guy. Oscar Valdez, he shocked the world, brutally knocking out Miguel Berchelt, okay? Shakur Stevenson, he comes up, he challenges the WBO reigning super featherweight champion and Jamel Herring, and he dominates and get a 10th round stoppage over Jamel Herring, okay? So Oscar Valdez brutally knocks out Miguel Berchelt in the 10th round of his fight. Shakur Stevenson stops at Jamel Herring in the 10th round of his fight. Then Oscar Valdez, he went into another fight against Robson Conceição, and there was some obviously controversy surrounding Oscar Valdez leading into that fight as his A and B sample tested positive for a banned substance, amphetamine, and he was under a lot of pressure after that because the World Boxing Council, better known as the WBC president, Mauricio Suleiman, and board of 32 members, they decided not to take any action against Oscar Valdez and let Oscar Valdez go ahead and proceed with the fight 2 weeks ahead, 2 weeks before the Robson Conceição fight. Okay, so with that said, many people, including Top Rank, they're both with Top Rank, legendary promoter Top Rank CEO Bob Arum, and Bob Arum, he truly didn't want to make this fight happen, period. Okay, he wasn't eager making this fight happen, Bob Arum, he wanted to make Oscar Valdez versus Emmanuel Navarrete fight, okay? But nonetheless, he went into the fight with Robson Conceição. The board, the announcers and the boxing pundits on the analysts for Top Rank, ESPN, and Bob Arum. You had 2 former fighters, retired Hall of Fame iconic Olympic gold medalist, 2-division world champion superstar boxer and Andre SOG Ward, and 2-division world champion superstar boxer Timothy Desert Storm Bradley, who was stating that they both stated that Oscar Valdez should have been suspended. Okay, Oscar Valdez should not have been allowed to continue with the fight. You had Mauricio Suleiman stating that Oscar Valdez amphetamine is equivalent to having 10 Red Bulls. Okay, so nonetheless, it's a banned substance. It was banned on WADA. Okay, I mean it's banned on VADA, not on WADA. So he was able to proceed with the fight without punishment. And so with that said, we head into this fight. Okay, and this is anticipated, and you know, many people have been waiting to see this fight. Again, like I said, Bob Arum wasn't eager to make this fight. Bob Arum, he would have much rather make Oscar Valdez versus another fighter of his, in Emmanuel Navarrete, who's a Mexican superstar, who is a 126-pounder, a featherweight world. So he's looking to move up in weight, and you know, and that's the fight he wanted to make. Okay, two Mexican superstar fighters. That's the fight that Bob Arum wanted to make, and according to Bob Arum, that's also, you know, the fight that Oscar Valdez and his team wanted. Shakur Stevenson is on record saying that they simply didn't want this fight. So that leads us into the fight itself, okay, in which, you know, I believe this is a great fight. I think it's going to be entertaining. I think that, you know, Oscar Valdez, you know, is going to give it everything he has. You know, he's definitely not going to, you know, leave anything up to chance. He's going to lay it all out in the ring. Okay. He's going to give it everything he has. But I just think that Oscar Valdez physically is at a disadvantage. Okay. I think Shakur Stevenson is big. He's athletic. He's more rangy. He's slicker. He has much better defense. Okay. He's a better counterpuncher. So, you know, and he's sharper with his punches. Oscar Valdez leaves himself wide open. He's been knocked down in his career before. He had his jaw broken, you know, so Oscar Valdez, you know, he definitely been, you know, he's definitely, you know, very experienced. He's definitely a good fighter, you know, but at the end of the day, you know, he's just at a disadvantage, period. Okay. There's no other way to slice it. Okay. And I think that, you know, Shakur Stevenson ability to be, slick, to avoid Oscar Valdez's punches, to avoid Oscar Valdez's, power, because again, Oscar Valdez definitely is a big puncher. No doubt about it. Okay. There's no doubt that Oscar Valdez is definitely a big puncher. Okay. But with that said, you know, you got to land the punches. Miguel Berchelt is a guy who, you know, simply, you know, he's not a mover. Okay. Miguel Berchelt is a flat-footed fighter who comes forward. Okay. Miguel Berchelt, you know, is a thudder. He has a lot of power. But again, Miguel Berchelt is a guy who's flat-footed. He comes forward. He's not very versatile. He's very predictable. And I believe that Shakur Stevenson is motivated for this fight. He's been looking for this fight, you know, for quite some time. He's been seeking out this fight. He's very confident in his abilities and beating Oscar Valdez. And Oscar Valdez, on the flip side, is saying stuff like, telling the fans, I'm going to try my best. I'm going to give it my all. Okay. I'm going to do it. I'm going to leave everything in the ring. Okay. But he's not saying he's going to win the fight. Okay. He's just saying, I'm going to try my best. I'm going to give it my all. You know, I'm not going to leave anything up to chance. You know, I'm going to try my hardest. That don't sound like he's confident. Shakur Stevenson is saying, I'm going to win this fight. I'm going to dominate Oscar Valdez. Okay. I'm going to be on the pound for pound list. So he's letting you know he's fully confident that he's coming away with this victory, where Oscar Valdez is telling you he's going to give it his all. He's going to try his hardest. You know, that's leaving it up to, you know, if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. With that said, Oscar Valdez struggled with Robson Conceição. Now, many people will tell you because of the pressure that was on Oscar Valdez, because of the failed A and B sample for amphetamine, and that fans and the boxing pundits and the media was calling for him to be stripped of his WBC title. They was calling for him to be suspended. And so he had a lot of going on in his brain, and he wasn't focused. Well, the flip side of that is, what about the other fights Oscar Valdez was struggling with pure boxers? Okay. There wasn't no failed test. There wasn't no chatter and talks of him being suspended. So he just struggles with pure boxers. Now, he's not a very flat-footed fighter at all whatsoever. Okay, Oscar Valdez is not slow. Oscar Valdez has fast hands. He has a lot of power. He has mobile feet. Okay, he can box lateral. He can box north and south. But he's just not as athletic and mobile as Shakur Stevenson. Okay, you can see in the fight with Oscar Valdez and Miguel Berchelt, he's a mover. He's able to move. He's able to box. He's able to be lateral. He's able to be on his toes. But he's just not doing it against a guy that's athletic and mobile as Shakur Stevenson. So Shakur Stevenson, cleaner punches, ability to make Oscar Valdez miss and make him pay, counter punching, okay, putting his combination together on the inside, sharper punches, straight punches. Oscar Valdez, at times, he has issues with fatiguing. He has issues with guys' jab. His punches are wide. Shakur Stevenson comes right down the line. He's the fastest way to any route is straight. His punches are far more straight than Oscar Valdez. And Shakur Stevenson is going to get a 10th round stoppage victory over Oscar Valdez. Oscar Valdez is going to show heart in this fight. Oscar Valdez is going to come forward. He's not going to back up. He's not going to lay down. But if he tries to make this a boxing match, he's going to get grossly outboxed. And if he tries to make this a slugfest, he's going to get stopped. And I believe that Oscar Valdez is going to look to make this a slugfest. He's going to pressure Shakur Stevenson. He's going to make mistakes. He's going to get clipped. He's going to get hit often. He's a guy who bruises and cuts very, very easy. He swells very easy. And Shakur Stevenson's accurate punches, accurate counter punches, sharp punches is going to be way too much for Oscar Valdez. I believe the referee's going to see enough in the 10th round and they're going to wave it off. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. Great fight, legacy fight, entertaining fight, one of the biggest fights in boxing. Salute and blessings to Oscar Valdez, blessings to Shakur Stevenson. Let's see how this plays out. That's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.